Alright, so I'm back playing the Halloween playthrough of F.E.A.R. This time I've actually got my voice, because I didn't know before if this was the type of game where I should have a voiceover, or if it would be better for the...
Wants me to send in more men, which I'm reluctant to do until I know what we're dealing with in there. My orders are to secure this guy, F.E.A.R. Getting rid of him will break his telepathic link to the soldiers. Once they no longer have an objective, they should shut down. That sure would be nice. Tell you what, can you spare a chopper? We're seeing what looks like a full-scale withdrawal. My gut tells me F.E.A.R's on his way to Armor Camp, so maybe we can help each other out. Can do.
Alright, so I didn't know if this was the type of game where having me talk would be detrimental to the atmosphere, but after playing for a bit, I've determined that that it's more boring without without a voiceover, because areas like this, not a lot of stuff happens. So, I have been playing through a bit on my own. Because I really enjoy this game. And so, I might know where a lot of these boosters are, because I've already seen them and picked them up on my personal playthrough, and I might find some and not have known that they were there because I completely forgot that they were there. Also, I have a better idea of what weapons I should keep, because I played through a bit of the game on my own, and I've faced a bunch of the enemy types, and I know what attacks, or what weapons are more effective against what enemies. I know which weapons have their ammo a bit more common, and stuff like that. Forgot what the loadout
Just lost Yankowski's signal.
Maybe his gear got damaged.
Maybe.
The fire and rescue guys are here. Once they've got the fire under control, we can check the rubble.
Let them handle it. I need you on standby to head inside Armor Camp as soon as the site is secure.
Roger.
I forgot what loadout I actually had. But this one I'll probably keep for a while, because it's pretty effective against the enemies that I'll be fighting for a while. Yep. I'm not gonna go in the water. I'm gonna run around it. Yeah. I keep forgetting to put on my health kits. Oh, crap. So I actually didn't know what to expect at first playing this game. I kind of thought that when I heard that it was a horror and a shooter, I thought that it would be both genres at the same time, but as you've seen through the first 3 videos, it's not actually the case. That it's a shooter at some points and a horror game at other points, which I actually think is better than being a horror game and a shooter at the same time. I don't know how it would really work being a horror game and a shooter game simultaneously. I think that would take away from a lot of the horror elements, by having a bunch of these enemies attacking you at the same time as it being scary. And I think that it would just plain old take away a lot from the game if there were no enemies that you could attack. Like, if it was just a horror game. So I think the blend itself and the way that they blended it is pretty swell. I actually had a bunch of things to say as I was playing through the first 3 videos that I forgot. So I guess I'll just talk about whatever comes to mind. Oh yeah, and
Alright, it's uploading.
to keep a bit...
Remember that wastewater report I mentioned? A little more info here. The contamination seems to originate in the Auburn area. That place is practically deserted nowadays. Probably not a coincidence.
to keep a bit of the atmosphere unchanged, even as I played through on my personal playthrough. I... Come on. That's better. I skipped all those computer downloads and all the messages on the phones. So then, even if I played through the game, and even if I completed the entire game, at least some of the story would be unchanged for me. So, yeah, I can't get the hang of that precision melee stuff. And I don't know if it even is possible to do the game completely stealthy, but if it is, I haven't reached that level of skill yet, because I cannot for the life of me be able to take out a single squadron of these enemies stealthy. I can do it without getting hurt sometimes, but I can't do it without alerting them to my position. I can't do like that first squad where I took out all of them with melee, and I don't even think I stealthed that. So hopefully, if I get skilled enough, and if it's even possible, I'll be able to get to that level where I know the enemy's movements and I can manage to take them all out without them even noticing me. But until then, I'll have to be satisfied with not dying in a firefight, which sometimes is hard enough on its own. Because I had heard that these enemies have pretty good AI, but I wasn't prepared to be completely destroyed by them in every single firefight on my personal playthrough. Like, it's a rare moment when I can defeat an entire squadron on my first encounter with them. Well, that's fantastic. Probably because until I've been playing for a long time. What the heck was that? But until I've been playing for long sessions, I forget a bunch of the like things that you do in firefights. Like I forget that I can use slow motion. I forget to change my weapon on different distances. I forget to turn off slow motion like I just did. I forget that I have grenades. I forget to use health kits is the most often thing. Sometimes I forget to reload. A lot of stuff. Hopefully, by the time this playthrough is a couple more episodes long, I'll have those things down. Oh, right, it's this area. Whoops. Turn it. Forgot. I have to throw grenades manually with this. Throw some up there. Some up there. Okay. Did that take out everyone? Hopefully. Nope. How many people are left? Well, one guy. That's pretty good then. I'm almost out of ammo for this, so I'll switch it with a different weapon. Oh. Oh, it's one of those guys. Forgot that that guy comes through. I'm a few missions ahead of this part, so I forgot that a lot of this stuff happens. I'm gonna go back and switch this gun for one of these. Actually, looks like there's plenty. I don't normally use these assault rifles because their ammo isn't as prevalent. But I think this will be good enough for now until I switch it later. And those armored guys is why I keep around the penetrator. Well, that was fantastic. Oh, it actually hit him. Because due to the rate of fire of this thing, it's not that useful against regular enemies. I can take them out easier with a machine gun. But it pierces through those armored guys pretty fast, which is definitely useful since they're probably the most annoying enemy.
Heard somebody needed a ride. Got an HLZ for me yet? I'm showing a decent-sized yard just ahead of my point man's current position. Only problem is there's an enemy gunship sitting there at the moment. I'll keep you advised. Roger.
Yeah, I mean, even the enemies that I encounter later, where they are invisible and hang onto the walls, those guys aren't as annoying as these armored ones, because at least those guys I can kill in one shot. So this firefight coming up. Oops, wrong button. I don't think I died in it. I remember I had a lot of hiding to do, and I used a bunch of medkits. So this might take a while. Oh, okay. That guy saw me.
Squad, take cover.
Where'd he go? Oh. Yeah, and that's another thing. Whenever I start walking to improve my aim, sometimes I forget to stop walking, or sometimes I forget to go back to running. So then I'm a sitting duck for the enemies.
I'll check it out.
Hopefully that's actually going to hit someone. Oh, right, I forgot that. I was wondering why there weren't a lot of people. Because a lot of them come out from that truck. Oh. Well, I didn't even see that there. There's another armored guy out here that I have to be careful of. No, this isn't showing off any of my skills at all. Sorry if in a lot of these firefights I don't talk much. I'm just trying to get through these without completely failing, and that requires a bit of thought. I can't talk while strategizing at the same time. Okay, that guy's the armored guy. Oops. That's another thing I do. Keep right-clicking to aim down sights instead of pressing shift. Yeah, the controls in this game are a bit different from more modern games, but the more I play, the more I get used to it, so it's not all bad. That's not gonna make it. That was terrible. Oh, okay, it did make it. So I think this is just gonna turn into a bunch of me going into slow motion and running out of cover, shooting the guys while I run between cover. Because in this scenario, that's really the best I can do. Finally. Oh. Should get easier now that the armored guy is gone. Okay, there's no one over here. 3 guys over there. 2 guys over there now. Unless I didn't kill that guy. And that's always a possibility. No, there's either 1 or 2 guys left, depending on if I killed that one. I didn't kill him. When I heard that guy's radio go off, I didn't see him apparently. Well, that's no good. Well, since I'm not talking much, and I'm just gonna have to go through that entire thing again, I'll probably fast forward this part then. That's better. And I've placed that
Looks like the
proximity mine.
HLZ is clear. Copy, I'm on approach. Keep your eyes open for that Blackhawk. Good. Head to ATC headquarters and find Fettel.
Alright, so that's that mission done. And I'll play a little bit more since that part was fast forwarded.
Dead Mother, what can you tell us about your recon team? We were monitoring them on the security network when we lost contact. Now the entire system is offline. Any news on the bad guys? We know they hit the main building shortly before 5 p.m. No estimate on enemy strength, but we should assume it's a sizable force. Hostages? Undetermined. But no demand? Not as far as I know. Dust 7 on final. Copy, Dust 7. Do you have a visual? Roger that. Going dark. Man, I live for this shit. Keep your dick in your pants. We got 2 men down.
That was quick.
Repeat. LZ is hot. Dead Mother, can you get him some backup? I don't have any available over.
Why? I'm stuck inside the door. Crap. Okay, that's better. Jeez. That was weird. Got stuck inside the door. Oh. Crap. Don't have any grenades. Those would be useful. Probably not the best idea to use a shotgun at that distance. Is there anyone left? Doesn't seem like it. Let's move on.
Still no word on Jankowski. Like he just vanished. The weird thing is that the bodies of the Delta team he was with are all accounted for.
We've lost contact with the roof. Can you confirm if there's been a breach? Unknown. We're checking it out.
Oh right, I remember this part. Don't have anything to set a trap for them, so I just gotta go the old-fashioned way. Alright, that works. Oops, that went a little too far. Crap. That was terrible. What happens when I forget to reload?
Advancing! SWAT
that guy was closer. I'll just close that door. And I'll stop here. So, next time I'll probably think of some more things to say. And until then, goodbye, I guess. Where was that? Dang. Come on. Let's... I guess I must have already shot it. Oh, crap. That's better. Alright, goodbye.